Hi, I'm Anna Morell from the Little Farm at Weldon Springs. Welcome to Kids Kits. Today we're going to be making some Irish soda bread, and I'm here with my friends Ellis and Madison. So when we make Irish soda bread, we need to start with some flour. So I need 3.5 cups of flour. Do you think we could take turns in doing the flour? All right, Ellis, let's go first. All right. Okay. Madison. And we're using Janie's flour, which is a local flour. Cool. Can I have a turn?
Yes.
Okay, great.
These all get, they'll all get you.
Yes. All right, so that was 3. And now I'm going to do the half real quick, if I can just find it. 3.5 cups of flour. I'm going to put the flour over here. Next, the soda in soda bread is baking soda. So we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Ellis, can you help me by getting 1 teaspoon of baking soda? Might need to scrape all the way down there. Perfect. In we go. And then Madison, we also need a teaspoon of salt. Can you help me out there too? Okay. And now it wouldn't be an herbed soda bread without herbs, right? So over here, I have some parsley and thyme and oregano. And we are also today using some garlic and onion chives. So I'm wondering if I could have your help while I maybe cut up the chives, maybe you two can get your fingers in, and we're just gonna take all these herbs and we're gonna tear them and just sprinkle them in, okay? So I'm gonna let you guys tear some oregano and thyme and some parsley into your bowls. Just use your fingers and tear them into the bowls while I chop our chives. And we want like a tablespoon of each of these herbs, but you guys just go ahead and tear them up.
Okay.
That's great. And we want about 1/4 cup of chives. Whoop. Nice job. And you can just put them, just like that. You can put them in that bowl. You could even put them in that bowl. We're gonna use all these herbs. So cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the chives. Ooh, good call. We don't wanna miss any of these herbs. I'm gonna put the chives right in here. How about Madison? How about you pour that into the bowl? That's looking so good. Nice job. All right, and now Alice, I'm gonna help you with this last little bit, okay? Okay, and now, here, let me get some help too. Okay, Alice, you can put yours into the bowl. Hooray! Herbs are done. So we're gonna add some buttermilk, but it's kind of like pretend buttermilk because we're using milk powder and water to do it. So I'm gonna pour it in. So this is 6 tablespoons of milk powder, and it's going into 1 2/3 cup of water. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And we're just gonna use a little spoon. A spoonula.
It kind of does look like milk.
Right? It's milk. Then we need a little bit of vinegar to help turn it into buttermilk. That little bit of acid helps us. So I'm just gonna pour a little tablespoon. Pretend that was a whole tablespoon. A tablespoon. And then we're actually just gonna let this sit for about 3 minutes. I think our milk is ready. So I'm gonna pour it in, but then we're gonna take turns mixing this up, okay?
I want to mix it up first.
Okay, you can mix it up first. That's fine. All right. Now, Alice, let's get a good mix in there. And now the cool thing about soda bread, you could use an electric mixer, you can use a wooden spoon, you can use any kind of spoon you want. This comes together really quick and easy. Awesome. Can Madison have a little turn there?
Yep. Thank you.
Ooh. Nice. All right, I'm gonna take us all the way home with this. We end up with a dough that looks like this. It's not super wet. It's a little sticky, but there's still quite a bit of dryness to it. And you know what you could do if you wanted? You could add anything to this bread. You could add cheese. I know Madison doesn't like cheese, so that's why you don't. I know you do, but Madison doesn't, so we didn't add it to this bread. But you could add different herbs if you wanted. You could use rosemary. You could add, if you wanted it to be sweet, you could add chocolate chips. We're going to add a little bit of extra flour to our board. Why do you think we do that?
To get maybe to put a little bit more flour on.
Yeah, but why would it need a little bit more flour? Buddy. So that we put a little more flour on so that it doesn't stick to the board. All right, if it gets too sticky like this, we can add a little bit more flour to the actual dough because we want it to be dry enough that we can work with it. We don't really want dough claws.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we do, but for this recipe, we don't. Okay. And then we're gonna put it onto this floured board. And then do you guys wanna kind of turn it into a little ball? Okay, a big ball. Good job, Ellis. Nice. And then maybe Madison, you can come in and turn it over a little bit. I just like to do it really quick and easy like that.
Oh, okay.
All right, so before we move it to the cutting board with some parchment paper, let's maybe wash our claw hands. Before it goes in the oven, we're gonna put it on a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. Do you guys know what parchment paper is? No? That's okay. Parchment paper, we put parchment paper on our cookie sheets to prevent things like breads and cookies
From breaking teeth.
Yes, exactly. This just helps it keep it so easy to just lift off and clean and nothing sticks. It's like magic paper, magic oven paper. So we just pop it right on the cookie sheet. And then a fun thing that we get to do with soda bread, this is the knife part. So I'll use the knife. But
So that was a pearl belt. They look.
you make it little dough balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fun thing about soda bread is now we get to cut, oh boy. We just cut like a little T or an X shape into it. This helps. Ooh. This one is it's a bit of a messy T, but that's okay. So now the bread is formed, it's cut, now it goes in the oven. Now we've preheated the oven to 400 degrees and we're gonna bake this for 35 minutes. Oh, it looks so good, you guys.
Be patient.
And there it is, our herbed soda bread. All right, the bread has cooled off a little bit. I've got a cutting board, so let's go ahead and cut into it, okay? And you can put butter on this, you can put cheese on this, cream cheese on this. Sprinkle cheese on my faces. Sure, why not? What do you think? Yum, right? Madison, would you like a taste?
Yes.
Okay. We'll start putting it on the plate.
That actually tastes really good.
From the pickiest eater I know, it actually tastes pretty good. All right, that's how you make herbed Irish soda bread. We hope you have so much fun making this recipe.